Good evening to everyone and welcome to Pasasalamat, a year-end Thanksgiving with Right Start. I'm Jayson Lo and I'm honored to host this year's annual Thanksgiving. Today, we celebrate the milestones of not only Right Start but what we have achieved as a community. We want to take this time to honor our teachers, volunteers, donors, our community leaders, the families of our supported communities, and of course, our kids. This is going to be a fun night as we give thanks through music, art, sharing, and prayer. To get us started, let us call on one of our Right Start kids to lead our opening prayer.
Inanyayahan ko po ang lahat ng nanonood na magdasal sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Panginoon, salamat po sa pagtitipon na ito. Gabayan niyo po kami upang may bahagi namin ang taos-puso naming pasasalamat sa mga taong bumubuo ng Right Start at walang sawang gumagabay at tumutulong sa mga kabataan. Patuloy niyo po silang pagpalain at ingatan mula sa lahat ng mga karamdaman at anumang sakuna. Pinupuri ka namin. Sa pangalan ni Jesus na aming Panginoon. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Thank you for that wonderful prayer. For our opening remarks, I'd like to call on a very special person to me who is also a board member of Right Start. Let's all welcome Katlo for our opening remarks.
Good evening. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. Tonight, we are excited to celebrate our annual Thanksgiving event. Though our Pasasalamat was celebrated at the Right Start Center together with our families, our kids, and our partner, we are still happy to be able to give thanks and gather together, albeit online. What makes this even more special is that Right Start is celebrating its decade-long commitment to its advocacy and heart for Filipino children. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who generously help us make this a fruitful year. To our donor, teachers, volunteer, supported communities, our kids, our executive team, and our board members, thank you for working hand in hand with us to continue the work despite the challenges of the pandemic, and for believing in the importance of equal development opportunities for Filipino children. In tonight's event, we present with pride the work we have done as a community. And this year, we have transformed our program from not only growing with our children, but also focusing on the family unit. We called Right Start as our children's third home. We have been the place they go to and the family they connect with after school, and while we guide them to achieve their full creative potential. Our kids is only truly happy in a happy home, and the family is our kids' first home. And this year, we've created our kits to not only better our kids' skills, but also to give them a loving experience with their families. Without further ado, let's start the celebration.
Now to showcase what we have accomplished, of course, with your help, here are the programs and initiatives of Right Start this year, shared by our co-founder and Vice President, Acel Van Omen.
This year, we mark the 10th year of Right Start's journey. Through the help of our donors, volunteers, teachers, and communities, we were able to continue our advocacy. From providing creative caring spaces at Barangay West Crame and Barangay Corazon de Jesus, we have expanded our reach to various parts of the country using the creative caring kits we distributed. With about 20 kits produced this year and with over 7,600 kits distributed so far since we started the program, Right Start has added new communities from Siargao to Laguna, Wawa Dam, and more. We have also brought our salo-salo cooking activities, which used to be done at the center with our teachers, to their homes. Labasa pastillas, kamote, ube champurrado, puto bumbong, and more. We also partnered with organizations and volunteers to provide engaging kits like Health Book and Ikaw Ay Mahalaga book. Endless gratitude to the contributors of Ikaw Ay Mahalaga workbook and song that reminds our children of their value, rights, and potential. We are all the more grateful for our partnership with Consuelo Foundation, who provided support to our art, food, hygiene kits, staff training, and more. Their generosity has made our focus on keeping each family safe and healthy as one of our priorities possible. Our teachers and volunteers have also remained connected through online classes like Julie Samonte's guitar classes and Teacher Pia's weekly classes. Through your help, Right Start was able to continue giving more Filipino children creative, caring experiences. We look forward to more years of serving our younger generation and in giving more kids a right start.
We would like to thank our partners, ABC and Beth Parocha, Alaska Milk Corporation, Ateneo de Manila University, Ateneo School of Medicine and Public Health, Barnful Resources Inc., Bello Medical Group, Beyond Innovations Inc., Consuelo Zobel Alguer Foundation, Costa Coffee, Creative Science Inc., Daiso, Do It Right, Once Construction, Event Heat, Everyday Moms, and Handyman. It's been a busy year for Right Start, and it's nice to see how the programs of Right Start have transitioned from the physical, creative, caring spaces to make the home of our children a creative, caring space with the help of their collaborative parents. For those who wish to contribute or support Right Start's programs, we'll be flashing on our screen the website link and QR code. You may also send a message to Right Start's page to collaborate on creative kits and classes. Now, going to the next portion, Right Start released a special book about children's rights as part of its 10th year anniversary, which we'll get to know more about later. For now, let's listen to a live version of Ikaw Ay Mahalaga, a song that's written by Acel and Denice, as inspired by the book. Now to serenade us together with Right Start's very own guitar teacher, Julie Samonte, let's welcome Acel, Denice, and Julie for a stripped-down performance of the song and a quick rundown on how the song was written.
May sariling awit, sariling galaw, pangalan mo ay isisigaw. Kakayahan mong angking ay lilipad kapag may kalinga sa atin. Alam mo ba, mahalaga ka, kahit ano pang sabihin nila. Sa bawat paglakad ay ligtas, mayabang paligid ang hangad, malayang matuto at maglaro, pag-ibig na pamilya, daing ng puso. Alam mo ba, mahalaga ka, kahit ano pang sabihin takot awitin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, tinig mo'y dinggin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, pangarap abutin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, karapat dapat mahalin. Ikaw ay mahalaga sa akin. Kahit ano pang sabihin nila, ikaw ay mahalaga, tinig mo'y dinggin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, pangarap abutin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, nagmamahal at mamahalin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, sa akin. Tinig mo'y dinggin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, pangarap abutin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, nagmamahal at mamahalin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, sa akin. Ikaw ay mahalaga sa akin. Ikaw ay mahalaga, sa akin. Okay, so that's our song, Ikaw ay Mahalaga. Sana nagustuhan nyo. So now we're gonna talk about how we wrote this. So Denise, can you share first how, kasi as our marketing in the Right Start also, kung hindi nyo
Many
alam, siya ang
hats,
aming
yes.
marketing namin. So you and Annabelle, our chairman, we're thinking of the campaign for this, for the rights of a child, and you come up with the title, and even with the song, Ikaw ay Mahalaga, the title, no? So how did you come up with it? Para alam ng mga nakikinig.
Actually, Miss Annabelle reached out to me and was saying na maybe we could make a book or a workbook or an activity for the 10th anniversary of Right Start about children's rights. So it was supposed to be just kahalagahan ng parang karapatang pambata. So I told them na baka we could come up with a more parang relatable title. So sabi ko, what if ikaw ay mahalaga? Kasi 'di ba parang we're looking for a family unit activity that would teach the children their rights. Na kasi parang
The value.
yes, kasi parang ang naisip ko, yes, children have rights, but then while I was going through the files of what the messages are, it's really about the adults giving these children rights. So as much as kahit naman isigaw ng bata na ako ay mahalaga at itong karapatan ko, if yung mga adults around them can't decide great things for them, 'di ba? Wala,
And
limited.
can see their value.
Yes, wala. So parang it needs to start with ikaw ay mahalaga bago ako ay mahalaga. So parang I wanted to emphasize and tell the children, each child who will hold that book, na pag kinuha nila yun, ikaw ay mahalaga sila. Na, kasi galing yun sa mga tao nagmamahal sa kanila Lahat ng contributors doon value children, di ba? Kaya we all worked, so many people worked for free on that book. Everybody donated to get that book out to more children. I think we printed 1,000 copies, di ba? So parang I just wanted to emphasize the conversation na ikaw ay mahalaga, ako ay mahalaga. It cannot just be one way on either side. So it's really a teamwork to get that, for a child to feel that. Ganun. So when it came to the song, parang before I reached out to you, parang I was telling Miss Annabelle actually na I want na ganun din yung mangyari sa song, na may music element kasi 'di ba you're a co-founder of Right Start, as ever since 'di ba parang music naman has been there at the center. May free voice lessons, may free guitar. So parang sabi ko, I feel like hindi lang siya dapat text, there should be like a full experience na audio, and then reading, ganyan. So, sabi ko, sige, I'll talk to Acel na about ikaw ay mahalaga. And I wanted the kids to be involved. It's the same way. Yung ikaw ay mahalaga, ako ay mahalaga. Kaya when we were discussing about the chorus, diba, parang I was telling na hindi important na yung conversation is there in song form, which the Kids of Kwentuhan series, which is a community of Right Start in Laguna, they were so amazing kasi when they heard the song, they loved it. Tapos, they were game. So, nirecord lang yung lahat sa earphones. Yung mga batang narinig nyo kanina, sa earphones lang yun ang phone. Game na game yung parents. Tapos, some of my friends, like sila, Angelo, of whosoever, they stitched it together to make it sound like it's in a studio. Pero we tried to really make it as safe as possible. Kasi that's what the song is all about din eh. To have the kids still freely express, be creative, alam mo yun, and have adults enable that. So, kaya nagkaganon yung chorus na ikaw ay mahalaga, ako ay mahalaga. It's supposed to really focus on the important conversations we should be having with our kids. Yun. So, yun naman yung medyo main thing going through the chorus. And then, so, ako naman, I'll ask you the question of the verses. So, I reached out kasi to Acel. So, I was telling her na, okay, so this is the book. So, for those who don't know kasi, the book has actually the 10 rights of children. Tapos, each right may activity siya. So, parang I was telling Acel na, let's parang baka we need to infuse all the rights in the song. Di ba, naalam mo ba yan, Acel? And sabi ko, Acel, parang paano kaya to? Ganyan. So, Acel being a genius songwriter, came up with the verses at sobrang galing. Like, nandun lahat ng mga, yung elements. So, parang how did you come up with the verses naman? And how did you make it so seamless na hindi mo ma-absorb na 10 rights? Siyempre, nandun most of it eh.
So what I did was, so we have to put in the 10 rights. So I listed down first the 10 rights. So ganun ako kasi smooth, I have to really organize muna my thoughts. So I listed it down, and then for example, kapanganakan, kalinga, kalusugan. Tapos from the rights, I thought of how will I say that now to a child or for yon. So kaya it started with yung may sariling awit, sariling galaw. That's the right of yung parang kasama yun sa freedom, kalayaan, at saka pangalan mo ay isisigaw, kapanganakan. So it's like you have your own identity. So ayun yung right niya. Pangalan mo ay isisigaw. So yun, tapos kakayahan, it's the right of ano ba yun? Kakayahan, karunungan. So if you will really read the verses, andun lahat ka. Andun lahat yung rights. So parang kinonsize ko na, yun nga, may sariling, yun, ano ba to? Yung sa second verse, yung
sa bawat paglakad.
Sa bawat paglakad ay ligtas. So doon ko naman nilagay yung mga kaligtasan, kapakanan, kapayapaan, tapos meron dito na bawat paglakad ay payapang paligid ang hangad, malayang maglaro, yun yung matuto is karunungan, at kasiyahan. So andun dalawang rights na kaagad sa isang linya. Tapos yung dun sa kalinga ng pamilya, yun syempre kalinga na yun, pag-ibig ng pamilya, ang daing ng puso. Yun yung kailangan ng bata para ma-realize niya na mahalaga siya. So pero I wanted to ask the child na mahalaga, alam mo ba yun? Alam mo ba to? Alam mo ba to? So I made the pre-chorus na alam mo ba mahalaga ka? Parang I'm like talking to the child na you have to know your value. Kasi if you don't know your value, sisipa-sipain ka lang. Mamalit-maliitin ka lang. So I have to ask them that question before it can be answered. They have to realize it themselves. So and then what I did, so after writing, syempre phrase lang yun, di ba? I was thinking of a melody. So to be an anthem, it has to be, usually it's 6/8. It's 3, so 1 2 3 1 2 3. So I got the guitar, and then I started plucking 1 2 3. So doon pumasok. May sariling awit, sariling galaw. Alam mo ay isisigaw. So saka ko na lang inedit kung may mga other phrasing na hindi pasok. So, ganun ko siya ginawa. So, nalagay ko lahat nung right sa verses at saka yung pre-chorus is the question na freely trying to tell them that they are valuable. Parang they have to realize it themselves. Kaya, alam mo ba na ikaw ay mahalaga? Yun. So, ganun siya.
Tapos, I think naalala ko yun na you started with a verse, tapos tsaka ako nag-come up nung chorus melody na sabi ko naman kay Acel na.
After the pre-chorus.
After the pre-chorus. Ang ganda kasi nung
kasi question
tapos ako naman yung sumagot.
Alam mo ba, ikaw ay mahalaga. Tapos, so you thought of the chorus.
Na easy naman to sing for children. Yun naman. So parang ano siya, parang easy naman to follow. And then, I remember this nice part din na, kasi the original, di ba, yung karapat dapat mahalin, which is still there. But then, sa dulo, nagsuggest si Acel na nagmamahal at mamahalin to make it softer for when the children start singing it. Na sa kanila naman, nagmamahal at mamahalin, which is a really, really nice touch from Acel. So,
kasi ano nga ba yung nandun? Kasi karapat dapat nilagay namin. Yung una mo nilagay. Tapos,
pero kasama pa din
for,
siya, yung tayong dalawa lang. For adults.
For adults yun. Okay yun na kakantayin ng adult na dapat they have, the child has to know that they have to be loved. Pero for a child, na parang, nagmamahal sila eh. They love. And that's why yung parang ganun dapat nagmamahal, mamahalin. Yun, parang maganda.
Yeah. So yun. So yes, and we made it like na madadaling araw ni Acel in the middle of our lives. Na alam mo yun, we'll call each other at 1 a.m. Na meron ka na ba dyan? And then we'll brainstorm and then we'll give out voice messages. So it was really a fun and enlightening experience. So yun, so that's everything you need to know about how we wrote Ikaw ay Mahalaga. And let's still celebrate this, alam mo yun, special occasion. Celebrating our children with more awesome music.
Thank you for that wonderful performance and for sharing the journey of creating the song. Aside from arts and crafts, cooking and singing, our kids are also quite skilled at poetry. Here's one of our Right Start students, Rio, reciting the poem All Things Bright and Beautiful.
All things bright and beautiful. All things bright and beautiful. All creatures great and small. All wise and wonderful. The Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors. He made their tiny wings. He gave us eyes to see them, had lips that we might tell how great is God Almighty, who do all things well.
Thank you, Rio. That was an inspiring and adorable performance. Siyempre, hindi lang ang mga Right Start Kids natin ang makakasama natin ngayon, kasama rin natin ang mga nanay at community leaders. Sabay-sabay nating alamin kung ano nga ba ang tingin nila sa ating mga programa at sa Tara Home Creative Caring Kids.
Nauhubog po sila sa kanilang isipan, sa pagdodrawing po, sa pagbabasa, at sa salita po ng Diyos.
Nakatulong po ang Tara Kids sa amin ng malaki. Natutong mag-activities, magkulay at saka magluto-luto.
Nakakatulong po ito dahil natututo silang magbasa, magluto, mag-drawing, at matuto ng salita ng Diyos.
Yung Tara Kid po, malaking tulong po sa kanila po yung kasi marami po sila natutunan. Natututo po silang mag-drawing.
Nakakatulong po siya kasi nakakadulot po siya sa mga bata ng mga kaalaman. Lalo na sa
paano yung sa mga gawain, pagdidisiplina, tapos kung paano maging mabuting isang bata.
Yung sobrang nakatulong po sa mga bata yung Tara Kits. Lalo na po yung mga color, pencil, at saka yung crayons na nagagamit po nila sa paggawa ng arts nila sa school or minsan kahit na wala po sa school, gumagawa po sila ng mga drawing. Katulad kay Anthony, mahilig po siya mag-drawing.
Bilang magulang po, ang natutunan ko po, parang napabilis po yung pagtuturo ko sa kanila kasi marami na silang natutunan sa Right Start.
Improvement po nila, marami po kasi po unang-una po nababawasan silang kaysa maglaro sila sa labas, po nila sa bahay, gagawa po sila ng mga binibigay niyo po galing sa Right Start. Mas napamatili po sila sa bahay, nakapaglikha po sila ng kung ano-anong mga gusto nilang gawin.
Yung dalawa ko pong anak na kasali po sa guitar lesson. Ang pinaka nagbago po sa kanila yung pagiging mahiyain nila, ay lumakas po yung loob nila at saka natuto silang makihalubilo sa ibang tao.
Natuto na po siyang magsaing kasi gusto niya po magluto, ganun. Gusto na rin magugas ng plato. Yan po, yung mga nadagdag po sa skills niya.
Minsan natututo na rin po, lalo na po sa mga food na binibigay ninyo kung paano magluto. Yun po, mga natututunan nila, kung saka yung mga pag-drawing, kung paano, nagamit din po nila sa pag-aaral nila.
Ayun po yung isa pa nga po yung napansin ko po na yung di ba po may mga pagkain na may mga recipe for merienda nila, yun na tututo po silang gumawa, magluto. Napansin ko po mahilig na po si Anthony magluto kaya naasahan ko na po rin siya sa bahay pagdating sa pagluluto.
Yung binibigyan niyo pong mga color gano'n, tapos pagsusulat, pagbabasa, nalilibang po sila doon. Tsaka natututo po silang magbasa.
Mensahe ko lang po sa Raista, sana pagpatuloy niyo po yung pagtutulong po sa amin, lalo-lalo na sa mga bata, kasi nakakadagdag po ng kaalaman sa kanila, yung mga tinuturo niyo po sa kanila.
Papasalamat po kami sa Right Start dahil kahit paano po may tumutulong po rito sa amin sa sementeryo. Sana po, wag po kayo magsawang tumulong po sa amin. Maraming salamat po sa Right Start.
Ang message ko po sa Right Start, sana po magtuloy-tuloy ang programa nyo para sa mga bata. Lalong nakakatulong po sa mga gawain nila sa school. Tututo po sila sa Right Start. At saka nakakatulong po ang Right Start sa kanilang future kasi nandyan po sila na nakaandang magtulong sa mga bata kung may mga problema sa school. Sana po tuloy-tuloy po ang blessing sa Right Start at lalo na rin po sa mga donors po. Nagpapasalamat po kami mga magulang na nandyan po sila na share na kanila mga blessing para sa mga bata sa Right Start. Thank you po and God bless po.
Sa Right Start po, ang magiging mensahe ko lang po, marami pa po sana matulungan ang Right Start na mga kids para po mas marami pang matutong mga bata sa mga activity ng coloring, mga pagbabasa po at saka sa mga activity nila na nakakatulong ma-develop yung kakayanan ng mga kids. Sana po lagi kayong andyan para po sa aming mga anak. Maraming salamat po.
Sana po tumagal pa po ang Right Start. Tsaka marami pang matulungang mga bata tsaka mga nanay na katulad namin.
Maraming salamat po sa Right Start. Nawa po ay mas marami pa po kayong matulungan at maturuan ng mga salita ng Diyos, pati sa mga kabataan. Thank you, Right Start. God bless po sa inyo.
Salamat sa ating magigiting na magulang at community leaders. All of Right Start's projects would not be possible without your continuous support and participation. We'd also like to thank our donors and partners who have been generous in supporting us in our programs. Now, we have the son of one of our Right Start volunteers, Jay Bez, who is sharing his appreciation on the Ikaw Ay Mahalaga workbook.
Every year, World Children's Day is celebrated to promote a feeling of togetherness among children and to create awareness around children's welfare. It is also lays emphasis on the importance of child's rights and building of better future for them as they are our leaders of tomorrow. Every organizations are making and finding ways to celebrate Children's Day amidst pandemic, and Right Start, a non-profit organization, is one of these. They created Ikaw Mahalaga book, and I am so happy to read it. Again, thank you, Right Starts, and God bless.
We would like to thank our partners, House of Praise, iStudio, JL Unique, Craft Asia Igros Marketing, LTL Consultant Inc., Mansion Printing Corp., Ministop, Moose Gear, Needlemark Clothing, Nestle Philippines Inc., Nico Mati Publishing, Padilla Law Office, Passion Fruit Marketing, Papel Roti, Philippine Vending Corp., and Resorts World Manila. Moving on to our next performance, to further show their gratitude and appreciation, we have here Right Start teens who are scholars of our Educational Assistance Program to perform Salamat by Yeng Constantino.
Kung ito man ang huling awitin,
nais kong malaman mong ika'y bahagi na ng buhay ko. At kung may sasabihin,
Nais kong sampitin, nilagyan mo ng kulay ang mundo.
kasama kita. Dahil sa'yo ako'y may pag-asa. Ang awiting ito'y para sa'yo. At kung maubos ang ibig, magsisisi dahil iyong narinig mula sa labi ko. Salamat, salamat, sana iyong marinig tibok ng damdamin.
Ikaw ay mahalaga sa akin, ang awitin ko'y iyong. Kung marinig ang panalangin, lagi kang naroon, mihiling ng pagkakataon. Sasabi ko sa'yo, salamat.
Kung dahil kita kailangan, na ang pagkataon.
Walang masayang na panahon.
Mananatili ka sa puso ko kailangan.
Para sa'yo ako'y nalalaban. Ako'y nalalaban. Ang awiting ito'y para sa'yo. At kung maubos ang di magsisisi, dahil iyong narinig mula sa labi ko. Salamat, salamat. Ang awiting ito'y para sa'yo. At kung maubos ang di magsisisi, dahil iyong narinig mula sa labi ko. Salamat, salamat.
Thank you to our Right Start teens. We celebrated World Children's Day last November 22. Right Start launched the Ikaw Ay Mahalaga campaign, and it started with the release of an engaging and interactive workbook that was printed by the Bello Medical Group, along with the song that you heard earlier. Here's a closer look at the Ikaw Ay Mahalaga workbook and what it's all about.
Ang bawat bata ay mahalaga at ang Right Start kasama ng aming mga partners at communities ay nakikiisa sa pagtaguyod na mabigyan ang mga underprivileged kids ng sapat na kaalaman sa children's rights sa pamamagitan ng Ikaw Ay Mahalaga workbook, kung saan magkakaroon ng mga creative activities ang ating mga bata ukol sa children's rights at pagtulong sa ating mga pamilya na gawing creative caring space ang mga kani-kanilang tahanan. Sa paggabay sa ating mga kabataan ay may space para maglaro at kumalaw, may sapat na gamit upang gumuhit at lumikha, at may tirahan na mapayapa at sapat na pangangailangan para sa kanilang kalusugan. Sama-sama at tulong-tulong nating itaguyod ang creative development at rights ng ating kabataang Pilipino.
Here to showcase their works of art, we made a quick presentation on the different masterpieces our kids came up this year. Again, we would like to thank our partners, Robinson's Appliances, Robinson's Builders, Robinson's Stores Specialist Inc., Robinson's Supermarket, Robinson's Department Store, Savory Fast Food Inc., South Star Drug, Team Positive Inc., TGP, Toys R Us, Trend Micro Inc., True Value, Victory Christian Fellowship Green Hills, Ortigas, and Pasay, and Walk in Water Foundation. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa ating mga programa mula sa aming lahat dito sa Right Start. Before we end, I would like to call on our founder and chairman, Miss Annabel Yu, for a short message.
Hello everyone. On behalf of Right Start, from the Board of Trustees, the members, the executive team, the community, and especially the children, we would like to give a big thank you. In the past 19 months, it has been a test of keeping it together, constantly adapting and adjusting and being prepared for worst-case scenarios. We did have our share of doubts, fears, and weariness. But thanks be to God, whose faithful presence we felt every step of the way. And we would like to thank all of you, our partners, donors, friends, and volunteers. You have kept us alive in hope all this time our collective labor will not be in vain. As the year is quickly coming to an end, we at Right Start wanted to take this time to say how very grateful and thankful we all are for your continuous love, support, and understanding. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to us all.
Thank you, Annabelle, and thank you for all your hard work for Right Start. To all our viewers, communities, and partners, thank you for being with us, and we hope that in the future we could return to celebrating this annual Thanksgiving together. Now to end our special program, let's all watch this music video of Ikaw Ay Mahalaga by Acel and Denice featuring Scarlett Snowbello and the kids of Kwentuhan series and Right Start. Goodbye, and again, this is Jayson Lo. Happy Thanksgiving!
Ako si Scarlett Snow. Ako si Rio. Ako si Orbit. Ako si Kylie. Ako si Janos. At ako ay mahalaga.
May sariling awit, sariling galaw, pangalan mo ay isisigaw. Kakayahang mong angkin ay lilipad kapag may kalinga sa atin. Alam mo ba, mahalaga ka. Kahit ano pang sabihin nila, sa bawat paglakad ay ligtas, payapang
Happy World Children's Day!